Do you ever find yourself holding your phone, thumb hovering over an app you know is making you miserable, and yet you open it anyway? And then 30 minutes later, you look up, your heart racing, your chest tight, and you can't even remember why you opened it in the first place. You just feel worse. If that sounds familiar, you're not broken. You're trapped. In his book, The Chaos Machine, Max Fisher reveals that social media companies didn't accidentally make us anxious. They engineered it. Before we go any further, if you care about understanding why your brain feels like it's been hijacked, please subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell, because we talk about the things that actually matter. Now let's talk about that weight on your chest. Let me paint a picture for you. It's 11:47 p.m. You're in bed. The lights are off. You told yourself you'd sleep early tonight, but your thumb is scrolling endlessly. Upwards, upwards, upwards. You see a former classmate's engagement announcement, a influencer's perfect body, a news story about something terrifying you can't control, a meme that makes you laugh for half a second, then another tragedy, then a friend's promotion, then a reminder that the world is ending, then a cute dog. Your brain is spinning. You feel everything and nothing at the same time. Your jaw is clenched. Your shoulders are up by your ears. You compare, you consume, you catastrophize. You are ingesting the emotional equivalent of fast food, greasy, addictive, and slowly poisoning you. And the worst part, you can't stop. You want to stop, but there's this nagging fear. What if I miss something? What if I'm left out? What if nobody remembers I exist? This is social media anxiety. It's not just being stressed. It's a physiological response to an unnatural environment. Jaron Lanier, in 10 Arguments for Deleting Your Social Media Accounts Right Now, calls this the gradual erosion of your free will. He argues that these platforms are designed to modify your behavior, to make you feel like you need them to survive socially, when in reality, they're slowly starving your soul. So what is actually happening here? Max Fisher's The Chaos Machine gives us the terrifying answer. The algorithm doesn't just show you what you like, it shows you what makes you react. And nothing makes us react faster than fear and outrage. Fisher describes a study where researchers found that content that triggers moral outrage spreads 6 times faster than neutral content. The algorithm learns this. It notices that when you see something that scares you, angers you, or makes you feel inadequate, you stop. You stare. You click. You comment. You stay. And here's the vicious cycle. The more anxious you feel, the more you scroll. The more you scroll, the more anxious you become. Remember when you checked Instagram after a stressful day, hoping it would relax you? Instead, you saw someone living a better life, and suddenly your anxiety spiked. The platform knows this. It's designed to keep you in a state of high arousal, a constant low-grade panic that makes you crave more input, more validation, more something to make the feeling stop. Lanier puts it bluntly. Social media is making you into a puppet, and you don't even feel the strings. Let's talk about comparison. It's not just a bad habit, it's a psychological weapon. Fisher writes about something called social comparison theory, which social media has weaponized. Before, you compared yourself to your neighbors, people with similar lives. Now, you compare yourself to everyone on the planet. The curated highlight reels of celebrities, entrepreneurs, influencers, and your cousin who just bought a house. And here's the twist. You know it's curated. You know they have bad days. But your brain doesn't care. The lizard part of your brain sees the highlight reel and thinks, I'm failing. I'm not enough. My life is small. Lanier shares a devastating insight. These platforms turn people into objects in your mind. You no longer see a friend, you see a profile to envy. You no longer see a stranger, you see a judgment to make. You become less empathetic, less connected, and more alone. Think about the last time you scrolled for 30 minutes. How many real, human connections did you make? 0. How many times did you feel inadequate? Probably dozens. Fisher points out that this is not an accident. The more you feel inadequate, the more you stay on the platform, desperately scrolling for something that reassures you. But it never comes, because the platform's goal isn't your reassurance. It's your attention. This brings us to the cruelest irony of all. We are more connected than ever, and we are more lonely than ever. Lanier argues that social media is a bummer machine, his acronym for a system that manipulates your psychology to keep you addicted. He explains that we've traded authentic relationships for performative connection. We like a post instead of calling a friend. We send a heart emoji instead of asking, "How are you really?" Fisher's research supports this. In countries with high social media usage, rates of depression and anxiety have skyrocketed, especially among young women. We are drowning in digital noise and starving for real connection. But here's the part that hurts the most. The anxiety doesn't come from what others are doing. It comes from what we think others are thinking about us. Did they see my story? Why didn't they reply? Is my post getting enough engagement? Am I invisible? We've outsourced our sense of belonging to an algorithm that doesn't care if we belong. It only cares if we keep scrolling. So what do? The answer isn't to delete everything and move to a cabin in the woods, though some days that sounds amazing. The answer is to wake up, to recognize that your anxiety is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. The next time you open an app and feel your chest tighten, pause. Ask yourself, am I using this tool, or is this tool using me? And if this conversation mattered to you, if you've ever felt that invisible weight, if you've ever scrolled until you cried, if you've ever wondered why you feel so alone in a world so loud, then please subscribe to this channel. We need to talk about this more. We need to break the silence. We need to heal together. Subscribe now, because your peace matters more than any notification ever will.